Alright, I've been sitting on this footage for long enough. Welcome to the Marvel Rivals. Yes, let's be real here. This ain't the first video you're seeing about Marvel Rivals. This probably isn't going to be the last video you see about Marvel Rivals. What makes me unique from all the other videos is I'm stupid. Now let's go talk about this game, alright? One, I'm awful at it. Let's get that out of the way, alright? I am not a pro player. I'm not going to sit here and wow you with my absolute gamer Jeff the Shark gameplay where I go and fly off a cliff. I'm just talking about my thoughts of this game, what I think about it, how it puts Overwatch into the ground, how it's not quite the Overwatch killer, which we'll get to first actually, because I'm unique like that. We get the big one out of the way first, because the big ones hurt. Yeah, I just said it. Get the pain away first. Now, with that being said, we're just going to talk about the game. Alright, let's be real here. Characters, hopeful characters, some of the leaked Season 1 characters that are apparently coming, or Season 0 I think it technically is, that I saw and I want to take note of. Characters that are inevitably going to join all that jazz. And let's, continue while the big ones hurt. Is Marvel Rivals the Overwatch killer? Absolutely not. You want to know why? Because the Overwatch killer is this thing called a blizzard. Overwatch killed itself, alright? No other game had to kill Overwatch, because what ended up happening is Blizzard made Overwatch 2, and that kind of just killed Overwatch to begin with. So how can Marvel Rivals kill a game that is pretty much already dead, or really close to dying and is currently on the deathbed with life support? Marvel Rivals may be pulling the plug, but let's not blame it on Marvel Rivals, because Marvel Rivals is not what hit Overwatch with a 30-ton fucking freight train, alright? That was Blizzard. So no, Marvel Rivals is not the Overwatch killer. Blizzard is. But with that being said, yes, that's the big one. No, it's not the Overwatch killer. Does it play better than Overwatch? Yes. Is it going to probably pull the plug on Overwatch? Yes. If they do things properly. So let's get into that. I'm not the biggest fan of competitive shooters, okay? I played my fair share of Overwatch. I still play my fair share of Team Fortress 2. But for the most part, if you look at my content, it's a lot of casual shooters, Warframe, Dark Souls isn't very casual, but Dark Souls, Elden Ring, or casual, co-op PvE style games rather than PvP style games. It's just what I'm doing, it's the type of style of game I like, so that's really one of my only gripes with Marvel Rivals is it's a competitive shooter, because I think a PvE mode would rock. Especially because you're using the Marvel IP, you could do a lot of things with like a PvE game mode versus AI, which I think would be kind of cool. Say, you've got spider people or Venom Wars type stuff. You could have it based off of, your comics, like the Spider Island event, Venom Wars, Marvel Zombies would be kind of cool. You could have a bunch of like small co-op based missions, which you and your friends could hop into, 4-player co-op missions. You could have it to where either you can freak select characters or you only have like a specific characters you can pick that are, relevant to the scenario, right? Like Spider Island would be, Spider-Man characters, arguably Venom Wars would be, any symbiote characters that we get. Anything with the Guardians of the Galaxy would be, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Mantis. It's weird that we're only missing Drax and Gamora. I'm pretty sure those are going to be 2 new characters, let's be real here, alright? They're the only Guardians we're missing. Anything with like Asgard would be like Loki. We could get Odin. We have Hera. Thor. That type of stuff. Just having like little PvE side game modes to just play instead of the PvP. Maybe it'll help learn the characters, learn their abilities without the stress of getting dogged on by your team, which I've noticed is pretty rare. You don't really see your team, you know, dogging on you or being rude or being assholes. Unlike Overwatch. But that's neither here nor there. That's just a small note that I want to make for anybody who's on the fence about getting into Marvel Rivals. Because, oh, well, I'd be ass at the game. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Do we say it silently in our head if you're not healing well? Like, we're just like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Yes. But we will not tell you. So we will not hurt your feelings. But if you're going to play healer, fucking heal, please and thank you. You know who you are. You know who you are. Jeff has a left click. Jeff has a left click. Use it. Please. If you're playing Loki and you're not healing, okay, Loki's pretty hard to heal with. I'm not going to blame you on that one. Same thing with Rocket. Come on, use right click. It's good. All right. Rocket's right click is good for healing. Please use it. But that's besides the point. Overall, frankly, the game's pretty good. It's really, really intense on your computer, though, man. I don't know why, but dude, it just eats up the power. It's actually really interesting. There's the yawn. I was waiting for it. There's our yawn of the video. Woo! You know, it's interesting. I've noticed that it's just a surprisingly intense game to run. The three different classes, I guess you could call them, the Vanguard, the Frontline, and I think the support, or essentially your tank DPS support. Some of the characters make more sense than others. Venom I could see as a DPS and a tank, so Venom as a tank makes good sense. Rocket Raccoon as a support doesn't make as much sense. Mantis as a support makes sense. Groot as a tank makes sense. Iron Man as DPS makes sense. I know that there was one character that just baffled me. I think it was Rocket. Rocket being a support just baffled me because he seems like he'd be more of a DPS character. You know, like his ultimate would be pulling out this big ass like laser cannon or RPG and just bang. But instead he has like these old support gadgets. Which, yeah, I mean, like, it's cool. I like Rocket. Rocket's still a really good character. But it's just like, hey, you know. Oh, there's the second minute and a half. I love it. But when it comes to the characters, I know I've seen, you know, there's beats and all that jazz. Apparently, Howard the Duck is coming. Fucking Howard the Duck. Now, I don't know if you guys know who Howard the Duck is. But he's a fucking duck, which means he's going to be a support. Deadpool's coming, who's of course going to be a DPS. Ultron is apparently coming, who will most likely be a tank. I'm really, really hoping for Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider would be such a badass fucking character. Having a melee character, his shift could be he hops on the motorcycle and has like a motorcycle charge. His ult could be the penance stare, where he'll like grab an enemy and just insta-kill them. Or it could be, you know, that could be one of his abilities is he grabs an enemy, does a lot of damage to him, and his ult is he rides around with the motorcycle and has the fucking chain whip, and he just fucking starts swinging. I think that'd be kind of cool. Why do I say the motorcycle and not the Hell Charger? Let's be honest here, if they're gonna add Ghost Rider, it's gonna be Johnny Blaze. They may add a Robbie Reyes skin, but it ain't coming with the Hell Charger, dude. Because that's just... How are they gonna fit that, man? A motorcycle? You can fit that. You cannot fit a fucking cool-ass car in those maps. A motorcycle you can get away with. But honestly, Marvel Rivals is a fucking blast. And you know, you see in the background gameplay of me and my brother just playing and just chilling out. And it's just, oh my days. It is so fun. It is such a blast of a game, and if you haven't given it a try, it's free. Go give it a shot. And then go leave a negative review on Overwatch and a positive one on Marvel Rivals, alright? Jeez, man. Anyways, that'll be the end of this one, because I'm not going to take up all of your time, because frankly, I like these shorter little, like, yeah, let's throw in feelers, right? If this video does good, I may make, you know, more content on Marvel Rivals. We'll see. Transformers Reactivate's supposed to drop next year. I'm going to be doing a video that's probably going to be 30 minutes on Transformers Reactivate, about after 30 hours of gameplay in 2 days, maybe a day. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces, boys. Who's your main in Marvel Rivals? Mine is fucking Venom.